said to my boss, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm crying, but so this is my presentation.
Then it turned out, hindi naman pala sila nagbubuhat.
Dati sasabihin nila, kababae mong tao, gabi kang umuwi. Minsan lang, pag maaga kang umuwi, may remarks pa din. So,
We have a different persona. We have a persona at work. We have a persona as a daughter, as a friend. Ang dami ko hugot talaga.
It might even actually encourage or make men feel like it's okay.
It's okay, yes.
Because it's so normal to have emotions. It's not just a woman thing.
Cheers, 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 cheers. You did a good job.
Hi, and welcome to SheLeads Unfiltered. This is a space for real, raw, and honest, unfiltered conversations about what it truly means to be a woman, both in and outside of the workplace. My name is Inka Magnaye, and this is a Women's Month special by Robinson's Land, a company which is comprised of 53% women. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We're here to talk about all the real stuff that happens, about what it feels like to be a woman in the workplace. And what better place to have this conversation than right here at the beautiful Summit Lounge on the 29th floor here at the Holiday Inn at the Manila Galleria in Ortigas. Tonight, we've gathered a group of incredible women here from Robinson's Land, all at different points of their lives and careers, to have an open and honest conversation that you can be a part of and learn from. This isn't just all about titles and achievements. We're talking about moments tonight. So once again, nothing is off limits, and today we will be learning so much. So please stay tuned, and we hope that you enjoy. First, we begin with what's going on in our personal lives, and because this is how we got to wherever we are right now. So my first question for you is, what is something you were told about being a woman growing up that you unlearned or had to unlearn? So parang something happened in your lives na parang, teka lang, parang hindi pala tama yun ah.
siguro when women are expected to be in certain professions. So, for example, we have here an engineer, we have here, in our organization, there are women who are leading professions that are mostly dominated by men. So I think, not society unlearning, but at least ngayon the generation is more receptive and accepting of the transition from professions nga that are specific for women or not.
Nag-iiba. Right.
I have the same answer. Engineering is not my first course. I used to be a journalism student. First year college.
Okay.
Then I shifted to mechanical engineering. I heard something like that. Oh, that's for men. You shouldn't be shifting in that course. Paano pag pinagbuhat ka nila ng ganito? Or paano pag pinagbuhat ka? Then it turned out, hindi naman pala sila nagbubuhat. Hindi naman pala kami mechanical levels. Stereotype lang. Or more on, hindi rin kasi well-educated yung public sa ano ba talaga yung ginagawa ng certain professions sa corporate world or sa totoong setting. Dito, sa Robinson's Land, na-open yung eyes ko din sa culture na very diverse nga. Kasi maraming women engineers sa Robinson's Land.
I think I have a different perspective naman. Kasi parang you mentioned na parang, ay, huwag ka dyan sa profession kasi magbubuhat ka. What I experienced is parang doon ako mas natuto kasi parang I learned the hard way of doing things sometimes. Kasi I was assigned to marketing previously, and then I had to do all of the nitty-gritty of setting up the sets. I was even carrying a TV, and it was not an issue for me. And I think siguro what I unlearned is parang we don't have to be that vulnerable as a woman. Na parang we're very delicate. I mean, I can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you that I can do it. Syempre, it will be difficult for some, but I think it's just part of the job.
I was supposed to take on like civil engineering, ganyan. But my father insisted not to because ang sabi niya is, he cannot imagine me na buntis tapos sa construction site. Sabi ko parang, diba? Parang for me, that's very limiting. So, I ended up being a statistician. But looking back naman, I don't regret not taking civil engineering. But I think that's a memory that na parang nag-stick talaga sa akin.
Kasi automatically, parang when you thought to choose civil engineering, sabi mo, yeah, why not? Pero bigla lang may nagsabi na, hindi, babae ka.
Now that I reflect on it, maybe that's just because him being a father, so nasisinan niya,
And that's
niya.
the generation din,
That's their
diba?
generation. And now that I'm in a different, parang I'm living a different generation, I don't want to pass that maybe mindset or thinking
Yeah.
to my daughter.
Kinilig ako doon. Gusto ko mag-upload.
Drink to that. Drink break. What is an expectation placed on women that you wish didn't exist?
It's women bearing a child or having her family. Like if you'll ask me now, I don't want to have my own kid in the future. Of course, I want to have my life partner, but I don't see myself currently bearing a child and having my family. But I have 6 cats and 1 dog, and they're my kids. And I'm spending a lot for them. Yeah, I just want people to like really respect that. And of course, currently I think there's a lot of topic going on about like conversation about having no kids, just being married. We call it like DINK or double income, no kids. So I just want people to be more open to that kind of idea.
You guys are aware of a dink?
I just heard it now.
Yeah.
Luckily, no, my parents are very supportive of me becoming a lawyer. So I guess even if the legal profession is, until now naman, mostly dominated by men. So when I appear in courts, most of them are men. If I meet people from the from the government, most of the higher positions are seated with men. Meron lang ding hesitations on the part of my parents before kasi yung safety and security as a woman. So I don't take it as them being parang dinidiscriminate pa nila o nililimit ba nila ako. No, I think it's more of dahil babae ako, I might need more security. Luckily, in corporate setup naman, less. Kasi you don't do hearings every day. But I think, di naman darating sa legal if not a problem eh.
That's
So,
true.
every issue, every work that we handle are mostly problems talaga. I love my profession, but in a way, I'm still cautious. Alam ko yung timing, kumbaga. I know when to fight. I know when to have a good compromise, especially for the company. Kasi minsan, it's also not practical for the company to proceed with litigation.
Do you think male lawyers don't have to think about it as hard as you do?
Cautious din sila. Equally cautious, pero siguro in terms of kapag na-confront ka na in that specific situation na at risk na yung buhay mo, baka mas physically capable lang sila to defend themselves, unlike women. Oo.
Yeah.
Okay, so sige.
But to take it from there, though, do you think you've ever felt judged for how you dress or how you present yourself?
Kasi remarks or comments by the society are mostly subjective. Whatever you dress, whatever you wear, whatever you say actually, it depends on who you are talking to. So, I think kapag may comments sila, they just say their comments and then afterwards sabihin nila, kababae mong tao. Siguro yun lang eh. Di ba? Kasi minsan ganun eh. Kahit anong suotin mo, kahit anong gawin mo, anong sabihin mo, if they find your disposition parang off or at least
disagreeable.
hindi daw womanly siguro, no, they would just put that side comment na kababae mo pa namang tao. I just don't take them personally. Baka rin kasi may mga remarks pa lang gano'n, pero baka hindi ko na pinapersonal. But growing up, yun lang yung napansin ko na yung transition nga na dati sasabihin nila, kababae mong tao, gabi kang umuwi. Minsan lang, pag maaga kang umuwi, may remarks pa din. So, parang ganun eh. It depends talaga kung sinong kausap mo.
To close off this section of life and personal experiences, what is something you wish more women openly talked about?
No-observe ko kasi, so when we go to work, di ba parang there's that, parang thinking na pag pumunta ka sa work, Whatever problem you have, iwan mo. Kung ano man nangyayari sa bahay or whatever emotional baggage that you have, di ba?
Right.
Iwan mo siya, go to work. But I think, yes, I agree with that. I do that naman. But I think we need to be more open on the struggles that we go through on a daily basis. Kasi minamas mo natin siya. Of course, as a woman, we go through struggles every day. And I think there's power when we talk about it more with the other women in the workplace because that's also like an empowerment, right?
Kinikilig talaga ako sa mga answers. Galing, yes.
Yun. So I think that's my point of view because recently I joined a team of mothers naman, and I felt that. And I thought na parang how I wish there's also something like this in the workplace na hindi lang tayo nagpapanggap, I'm good, okay ako magdamit, I do my makeups and then mask it off.
I related to Angie because a lot of women naman have different struggles. Each and every one of us will have our inner struggles. So it's not just about talking about it. Pero I guess I want the workplace or the environment to accept us sometimes being emotional. Kasi parang laging tendency is parang, babae, emotional lang yan. Magkakaroon lang yan. So parang sometimes it's not just about that. We are really going through something very difficult in our lives. So the fact that we still show up, we do present, even if we're crying inside already.
Yeah. We cry after the presentation.
Those, it happened to me already. I cried during presentation, but I still pushed through. And I just said to my boss, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm crying, but so this is my presentation. This is the update. So
Bravery, I love it.
So the people around us really just need to accept that it's not just about being a woman being emotional. We have true feelings rin naman.
It's a human thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not just a woman thing.
And sometimes for men also, they can be vulnerable, they can be emotional.
I agree. And sometimes if we let women just be and have these normal emotions, it might even actually encourage or make men feel like it's okay.
It's okay, yes.
Because it's so normal to have emotions, right? There's so many men out there who just like plug everything up inside and then kahit saan na nila nalalabas yun, diba?
Yes.
So at least tayo, after the meeting.
Emotions are valid. And if you don't talk about it, you cannot process it. Emotions are just the first impulse. Tapos mabilis mo siyang ma-recognize pagka pinag-usapan niyo siya. Kasi if you deny the emotion, you will not process what's underlying that emotion. Kung kayo, na-experience niyo rin to na after some time, hindi ko, either days or years na, kaya pala ako nagalit.
May realization na lang bigla.
Kasi ganito pala ako. May na-process ka within you and na-relate mo sa certain emotion na yun. Why it kept on happening? Why do I always feel like this?
Right. So you can recognize it again later on if it happens. Not psychology, no? Engineering.
Yes, engineering.
For me, something that I would like women to talk about more is actually reproductive health as well. That's something I advocate as well. I know that I don't want to bear a child, but I adore people in women that who actually a mom, because of course I love my mom as well. I adore the people around me who wants to have a child but is having a difficulty having a child. Women who are also experiencing abuse that already have a child with them but doesn't want to have one because of the abuse. So that's something I really want women to openly talk about. Actually, it's a taboo discussion here in the Philippines in particular.
True.
And it's something that I really want to push forward.
Because we learn from these conversations, right? Things get better from conversations like that, basically.
As a lawyer din, I encourage people to speak up. So, not only women, but also nga men, no? So, if there are problems or pag especially medyo sensitive but yung domestic abuse, no? At least, kasi ngayon, I think there's a hesitation on the part of victims. Kasi parang, baka in a way, masabihan pa sila na just, na bakit ka kasi nagsistage yan? So parang nangyayari pa na sisisi pa yung victim. To openly talk about it and be more objective on how you would help that person. But apart from that, the women should learn how to talk about compartmentalization. That helped me a lot Kasi apart from the emotions nga that we're dealing, no, kapag magkakaroon tayo, di ba? Marami yan. Yung compartmentalization kasi, it helps you to be logical. So sa dami ng roles ng babae, ang dami talagang hats Pag uwi sa bahay, pagpasok mo sa opisina, tapos may mga kapatid ka pa, may mga pamangkin ka pa. So you do everything all at once.
Yes.
And syempre, since tayo rin yung parang mas nakaka-remember, so we also have to greet people during birthdays. Marami talaga tayong role Marami It's nice we coordinate. So sa dami ng roles na yun, I think women should learn how to compartmentalize across those roles para at least hindi na sila ma-burnout sa dami ng ginagawa nila. If they take it as a whole situation, talagang ang tendency
Overwhelmed
is
ka talaga.
ma-overwhelm.
Yes.
So if I call it closing one of the boxes. So pag solve na isang problem, solve na isang case, or
Okay na
whatever,
yan.
then okay na yan. Later na yung iba, then let's cross the bridge kapag nandiyan na.
It's actually one of my life principles as well. You have a different persona. And we have a persona at work. We have a persona as a daughter, as a friend, as a colleague.
As a partner.
As a partner, or maybe as a mom, someone in a relationship. So it really varies kasi hindi pwedeng you are being the same person all at once. At the office, you need to be more professional, more presentable. At home, you get to relax, you get to be yourself. And di ba usually us at home, I'm not sure if you agree, may favorite tayong damit na kahit na matanda na yung damit yun, so yun ang favorite natin. So,
yes.
yeah, so for me, it's very important to have a different persona on what are the things that you need to do and accomplish in life in general.
Beautiful answers from all of you women here today. I'm looking forward to our next round of questions. We'll be talking a little bit more about our relationships and social and societal expectations of us women. But first, let's get some refills for us. We need to drink more.
Cheers! 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 Yes!
Ang daming sagot. Akala ko walang sagot.
Akala ko hindi ready.